All right, here we are at episode 10 of Ignition. This is our first special show labeled Downforce.
And what an absolute stacked card we have for you guys tonight. And we're going to kick things off with the only man that can start off Downforce. Are you ready for the one and only? It's the Death Game, Erren Payne.
As I say every time we hear this music, it's time for a death game!
Here he comes, the current #1 contender for the SOW.
The SOW World Heavyweight Championship. And his opponent is a mystery. This is a full open challenge from the death game.
Yes, he said that if Hermes can do open challenges, then so can he. Later tonight, we will find out who he will face at straightaway. But first, wow, okay, this is a huge moment here for folks who didn't watch the first episode of High Gear.
Yeah, this is from JEPW, not signed with SOW. The leader of Till Thy Kingdom Come, the Trailblazer, Damian Oxley, coming off of a pretty upsetting loss, I would imagine, on a High Gear against Elijah Lee, the Terminator. I guess he's answering this open challenge, hoping to prove himself.
Well, I don't know if this is necessarily the man to do it against.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree. I would say that it is pretty much the opposite of who I would want to prove that I can't be beaten so easily against. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think Damian Oxley is anything to sneeze at. He was their junior heavyweight champion at one point in JEPW, but this is an entirely different game that he's playing.
It's the death game. You're gonna no-sell that? You're gonna no-sell me on commentary like that? Huh?
No, my bad. My headset was a little wonky.
The prohibited gate, you could say, has opened here as more JEPW talent makes their way into SOW. It is important to note that Damian Oxley not under contract here. He is appearing as part of the working relationship we have with our friends over in Japan.
Yeah, it's. I'm guessing this comes from Kerry Alice's connections in Japan, being able to get their talent to come over.
I was gonna say he was kind of raiding their roster, so this might have been a business decision made by the folks over at JEPW, and you know I don't really blame them for that.
Yeah, I mean, going into a working partnership does pretty much allow all of their wrestlers to wrestle in SOW and vice versa. Pretty freely. I mean, you know, as long as they're not already booked and too busy to come over or go over. But we're seeing the showing that Damian Oxley has here already starting to take a bit of control, and then, as I say that, immediately reversed.
And then a very confident pin from Erren Payne. Of course, this guy had a pretty interesting press conference a few weeks ago before pit stop, so I'm sure the cockiness from Erren Payne has only gotten worse since he's become the #1 contender. Oh, a big whiff there into a pin. Talk about taking advantage of a situation there by Erren Payne.
Absolutely. Saw his opponent miss that kick and then just immediately going for a pin.
Well, such an incredible card we have for you guys tonight. I mean, the fact that we're starting off with Erren Payne, and that's the opening match, tells you a lot of what we have in store. We've got 3 championships on the line, including in our main event, 2 out of 3 falls. Dark Crusade and Sin Dudarlo 3.
Yeah, that is a crazy match to have here on Ignition. That match has been proven to be pay-per-view quality twice over. And the only reason we're not getting it on pay-per-view is because the Dark Crusade is sick of facing Sin Dudarlo, as they've said. So they're hoping to put an end to that matchup here by beating them and preventing them from challenging for the titles again while the Dark Crusade is champion.
And I'm sure the rest of the tag division is thankful for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, that means that even if you're losing to Sin Dudarlo, it almost doesn't matter until the tag titles have moved hands.
And then Damian Oxley rolling to the outside to get a chance to catch his breath. Probably wise. I mean, Erren Payne was starting to kind of take control there in those last couple moments.
Yeah, he was really in control too. And Oxley staring Erren down, and Erren's chill. He took the time to relax himself. He doesn't look bothered at all.
Yeah, of course, this is, for the folks who care about this kind of thing, this is a first-time matchup for these two. These two have never been the same company.
No, I mean, Erren Payne specifically has basically never left the States, and Damian Oxley has worked almost exclusively in Japan and Britain.
So for a lot of people, this is probably a dream match.
Oh, it could be, absolutely. I wouldn't be shocked to hear that.
Damian Oxley going to the top, and he lands the knees.
Yeah, straight to the chest, crushing him in. I mean, that's going to bruise some ribs, even if it doesn't do any permanent damage.
And what would it mean for Damian Oxley here if he's able to knock down the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship? I mean, at that point, you got to be looking at Kerry Ellis and being like, so when's my shot at the world title?
Well, you know, Kerry, that answer would probably be win some more matches.
Oh, and there's a 2.9 there. Ooh, oh my God. He can do anything from that position.
Yeah, and a sharpshooter locked in. Erren Payne reversing out of that and going into a sharpshooter, but it doesn't last very long. Oxley managing to break out pretty quickly. Elbow to the side into a sunset flip.
Going for it too.
Erren's a little frustrated, banging on the mat.
Yeah, I think this is like, the risk you take when you do open challenges. You're facing someone you have no footage on.
450 elbow drop.
Oh, another 2.9. Now Erren thrown to the outside. Oh, the action's going to the outside here. This could get ugly.
Oh yeah, we got some Kawada kicks coming in here. Russian leg sweep is the counter into the splits leg drop as Erren crawls back into the ring. Oxley taking his time. Comes back in at 6. Oh, strike exchange here. European uppercuts faced with these middle kicks. Coming, Kiri!
Very rare to see deadlift German. 1, 2. Oh, I thought he was going for another one there for a second. That would have been insane.
Yeah, he retained the control of the back. Oh my God, he's got him up. Oh, the system shock into the pin.
1, 2.
Kick out at 2.9. And Erren Payne throws him down with a snapmare, high angle.
Erren Payne saying you've brought your best, and so far that best still isn't good enough. But Damian Oxley still in control to the top. Oh my God!
Jesus, that was a hell of a leg drop.
Both men up at the same time.
But it looks like Oxley is going for it again. A second system shock. No! Erren Payne won't be denied that measly. Double stomp to the back, into the pin.
1, 2, but
Kick
no,
out.
not enough. What an opening match here for Downforce. This is crazy. Erren Payne to the top again. He's stalking his opponent. Oh, what a drop kick into the kip up. This could be where things turn around for the death game.
Oh, I think I know what we're about to see. It's in it. Whoa.
He missed it.
I think Damian slipped out just at the last second. Ooh, and kicking out of the leg drop again.
Yeah, Erren Payne is running out of patience here. You can see it all over his face. He's banging his hands down on the mat after getting yet another 2 count. Damian Oxley, what a showing here. A very deep pin. 2, but no.
Erren Payne really kicking out there. He's I mean, he's starting to look like he's been on the back foot for a minute, and he's taking some time. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. He's going for a third one! Is this it?
2.
No!
Erren Payne still undefeated at the moment.
I mean, I don't...
He's on the ropes here. Wow, the ref counting that. That was a little more on the ropes than I anticipated to see it count for.
Well, Erren Payne was technically the one that was outside the ropes. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I think we're going to see it this time in game!
Into the cover. 1, 2,
and 3. That's it!
All it took was one end game, and Erren Payne heading towards straightaway.
Yeah.
Still undefeated.
Oh, and he's calling Damien up. Oh, okay. It looks like our camera's cut away. Whew. I was worried we were gonna have to see some violence after that. He seemed a little frustrated that first end game missed.
Definitely, but what a showing there for the number 1 contender. Still to come later tonight. We will see who he faces. Will Hermes be able to walk into straightaway with that World Heavyweight Championship? But up next, we have a huge women's tag team grudge match.
Yeah, this came about on High Gear. Pretty much just it's kind of shocking, but also not. Sombra Altisima exceptionally frustrated with the scenario that's gone on with the women's division, choosing to accept a tag challenge from Quinn and Charli Scene with Maria Ramirez as her partner. That's not something I know that she's gotten Maria to essentially be her partner as they come out now, by winning that step up or shut up match, but I don't know personally if I would be trusting her right now.
It's way too early, and again, the fact that they were in the match after they were in that pit stop, there was no love lost here. These two women do not like each other.
Oh, not at all.
And Maria, I mean, again, sporting a new look here for the first time on Ignition.
Yeah, we saw a glimpse of this on High Gear, but we haven't seen her walk out in this look here yet, especially not to Sombra's music.
But this will be an early test for Maria Ramirez as she, quote, has to do everything in her power to help Sombra Altisima become the SOW Women's World Champion.
Yeah, and now this is interesting. Bia is giving Charli the music for this tag match.
Well, these two, of course, revealing their long-lasting friendship and partnership just last week. I mean, if there's any, Bia Quinn is just so kind to her friends. This is how friends should be treated. This is how you should treat me. I should be kicking off commentary every once in a while. Just like how Charli Scene getting an opportunity to let herself shine, her music play as she's with the Women's World Champion.
I mean, you could have. I was happy to let you. You never do. What am I supposed to do? Wait 40 minutes? We got a show to start. Yeah, so I still don't know what to think of this whole scenario with Bia Quinn. I mean, I'm sure you have thoughts. You want to give them to me?
Oh boy, do I have thoughts. So, first off, very unfortunate that I had to miss a historic moment last week on Ignition as Bia Quinn revealed to the world that while the division's been playing checkers, she's been playing chess. And she has now set herself up to be the greatest, most dominant women's world champion in the entire world. She's never dropping this championship unless the injury gods frown upon her, which they probably won't because she's that damn good in the ring. This is Bia fucking Quinn we're talking about. The division is hers. It's her division. Because she made all the perfect plays. I mean, yes, she could not have faked the matches in the tournament. She beat Eve Moreau properly. She beat Kamara Aiko SOW Special fair and square. But we have to acknowledge that after winning that championship, she has made all the right moves.
Greatest is a stretch, because first, just because she has control of the booking in the sense of she gets to decide what match is booked, it doesn't mean she gets to decide the results. She's still going to have to, at some point, face against people who aren't under her payroll and win.
And she will.
Well, time will tell on that. I won't doubt her now. I have seen her beat everyone she's come into the ring with since that fatal four-way. So I can't actually doubt her abilities. It's clear she is, at the moment, the top woman in SOW. There are some who would like to argue with me on that, but my response to them will be, until you have that gold around your waist instead, you don't get to make that statement.
And I'll just say here, this is a big match for Charli Scene. So we've not seen her win in singles competition, but if she causes the champ to take a loss, oh, the boop, it's been a minute we've seen one of those.
It has.
But if she causes the champ to take a loss here on not only Ignition, but such a special episode of Ignition here on the Downforce special, who knows how long Charli Scene would be in Bia Quinn's good graces.
Well, I don't know if Bia right now could afford to get rid of her, because if it's just you and the commissioner against the entire locker room, that's dangerous. Even if you have the booking rights, if you have every other woman in the locker room against you, you're gonna have problems still. But I doubt she'd be happy to lose a match because of Charli. There would definitely be some tensions building there. However, I don't even think we should really be talking about that right now, because it looks like they are doing just fine.
They're absolutely dominating the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship as of this moment. Whoa, a little miss there by a rare mistake by our Women's World Champion.
She went for that sliding takedown, and Sombra's feet were just too quick for her.
Interesting strategy to try and get her to tap at all, because we saw she can take 60 minutes worth of submissions. Now, yes, maybe those two, they were definitely in alliance. Like, oh, whoa, thought we were going for a roll up there, but yes, they were in an alliance, but I mean, those submissions still sounded pretty painful.
Well, they looked painful, that's for sure. Whether or not Charli really was wrenching them in properly, who knows?
I don't think they would ever admit to the truth regardless.
No, I'm sure we'll never know 100. Damn! I mean, I can't blame her for being a little out of it. She just quick suplex. That was a snap suplex to Maria Ramirez, who is not a small woman.
Nope, and here's an interesting use of a cut play there. Did Charli Scene think there was a chance that Maria was knocked out the champ for 3 seconds?
I don't know.
Up top. Oh, she misses the splash.
Ooh.
The screams, yeah. How are we not in the ropes here?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, the ref wasn't really looking closely. This is a new ref. We always have some issues with new refs. 10-minute call.
Well, he's got freaking glasses on. What are we doing? You can't see someone under the ropes? I mean, you're putting the Women's World Champion at injury risk because your blind ass can't see and she's clearly under the ropes. Unbelievable.
We try to hire the best refs there are. Unfortunately, even the best refs make mistakes.
Well, I mean, in this division, you can't afford to make mistakes. I'm sure Bia and Carrie with the C are going to have things to say about her later on tonight.
Probably. Maria and Charli going back and forth there on that strike exchange. Really, Charli up first, shockingly. Maria is not a weak woman, as Charli takes her down with an arm wrench.
But are we sure that Maria is giving it her all? I mean, we kind of talked about this when they were coming out to the ring, but this is their first time being forced into an alliance, and it's a tag team match from the jump. So I don't know if Altisima is putting a little too much blind faith into Maria Ramirez to hold her end of the bargain here.
Oh my God. Bia goes for a handshake and Sombra ignores it, but you're completely right. I think we're about to see something here. No, Sombra saw it coming and knocks Bia off immediately. Everyone knows what that taunt means. When Bia is stalking you like that.
Was it going to be a bitch maker, or was it going to be her stealing her finisher?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, when she's stalking you like that, you gotta be ready. You're gonna see something quick come through. And it's not gonna be pretty. Maria throwing Bia off. Elbow to the head. And then a quick DDT. Into a pin. 2.9, but Altisima not cutting in. Was she just gonna let Maria take the loss?
That'd be a very interesting strategy as Bia hits a huge elbow drop, both women getting up around the same time.
And I do want to point out specifically this match. Oh!
Oh! A forced use of the cut play there.
Yeah. Big splash, but she did not get all of that there. Whoa, this is a long distance, and she makes it with the swanton! The pin!
1, 2,
Whoa!
3!
Wait, what? That quick?
Wow, what a dominant performance by the Women's World Champion. Altisima stunned.
Yeah, I mean, she looked like she wasn't even worried about Maria. She's looking out in shock. I'm in shock. There's no way. No, I'm not even going to say it. There's no way. It would not. There's just no shot. I think
I know what you're trying to say, and I want to say you're right. But I don't know. We'll have to see if we can get an update from these women later on in the night. But up next, I do believe we have our first title match of the evening, as Kastor Liecten defends his National Heavyweight Championship for the first time against former champ Mars Namor.
I mean, what do you think of Mars Namor and Kastor Liecten?
Well, obviously, Mars Namor kind of trying to have a resurgence in his career. He shocked the world by winning this National Heavyweight title in the first place. I can't say I'm shocked that he lost it. And to be honest with you, I don't see a world where he wins it back tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty much 100% up with you. I'm not too shocked he lost it given what he did to that match. I think, as champion, it gives you a little more drive, a little more steel. If he had taken that on one-on-one, then we might have seen him retain, even if it was just him against Kastor. But I think now that Kastor has that title, there's going to be a fire in Kastor we've never seen before.
He's got what he's wanted.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this whole time, since the announcement of this championship, we know it's been a focus of his. And now it's his so quick, showing you how dangerous of a man he is when he is focused on his goal.
Absolutely. And there's that music, and there's the man himself with the title around his waist.
And, you know, a lot of people get nervous for their first title defense. I can tell you right now, Kastor's not one of those people.
No, he looks calm. Calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on. I'm gonna stop. We'll get
That's a good idea. Yeah, the ninjas will be coming after us. Here we go. Title on the line. Big fight feel here at Ignition Downforce. We thank you all for joining us for already 10 episodes of Ignition. What a journey this has been so far. And now we get to see the first of 3 title matches. And Kastor immediately going for a master lock. Oh my God, it's countering another master lock. Oh, so he was going to do it again. That was going to make me, I was going to mark out.
Oh, I mean, it would have shocked the hell out of me. We don't see those locks very often. I think the last person we saw who used a submission like that as a major maneuver was good old Lashley Almighty. I think he called it the Hurt Lock.
Yes, he did.
Good name. Not as good as the Master Lock, though.
No. Master Lock was goated. The Master Lock Challenge is a fantastic segment. But here we are. Mars Namor I'm wisely ending the technical side of things quickly, but now things are...
Oh my God! Lariat off the top! I don't know how technical we're going to... We might see a good bit of big meaty men here.
Yeah, I think we're in for a Big E special here, a little big meaty man slap me, but there was that bit of technical exchange at the start, but Mars Namor wisely taking more into a more brawling approach, because if he stayed on the technical side of things, Kastor Liecten would wrestle, just laps around him. It wouldn't even be a fair contest.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Something I usually mention that I had not mentioned yet, we got new gear from Mars Namor tonight. Entirely new gear. Looks a lot fresher than his... not to say his previous gear was bad. I'm always a good fan of basic... let's say simple trunks. But these pants, the design on them looks great.
And he's definitely trying to show that he's now more focused than before. I think he was a bit surprised that he won the world title, not the world title, the national title in his first match.
Yeah,
here in SOW, and now losing it has humbled him. He's refocused, busting out gear from his old days, his previous run in the industry, and now showing he's facing Kastor Liecten at 100%.
Yeah, this is going to say a lot for both of them. If they have a great match here tonight, even if Mars does not get back his title tonight, if he can pull off an excellent match against Kastor like El Rey de Guerra did on the very first Ignition, we're going to get a huge boost to his star power.
For sure. Speaking of El Rey de Guerra, he's backstage watching this match very closely. Him and Kastor definitely have some unfinished business.
I have to agree, but knowing Kastor, he's going to demand Rey makes it to the top properly. I don't see Kastor doing eliminators very often. I see
definitely
Kastor
not.
going for, you best work your way up to me. And when you do, I'll show you the proper respect with the title match. No need for games.
In a way, Mars issuing this challenge last week was probably a rare instance. Kastor just knowing that, he has the guaranteed rematch clause anyway, so you might as well get it out of the way. Why wait till straight away?
Exactly. I feel Kastor wouldn't mind defending on TV anytime, as long as the challenger is appropriate. He does not strike me as the man to care about PPV versus TV. The ring is the ring to Kastor.
Exactly.
Honestly, if I'm being 100% with you, I've heard him in the back from time to time complaining about our ring mats for pay-per-views. He prefers a nice, clean mat.
Well, especially with all the bleeding we've had lately on Ignition, I'm sure he's less than thrilled. Not that he's had to wrestle anyone's blood to my memory, but just the idea that we would let that go between matches definitely would be something that would annoy the Emperor.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, as long as it's not Trent Taylor immediately followed by another match where somebody's probably going to bleed, we will have enough mats from here on out.
Yeah, I think Kerry Alice wisely ordered up on mats to make sure that we get no health code violations either from the board.
Yeah, no, we definitely had a unsurprising amount of bleeding happening on high gear from Trent Taylor as he busted open another superstar causing himself to be DQ'd again. It's honestly getting to be kind of confusing because I don't know what Trent Taylor's going for. Losses don't get you to the title.
They don't, but the way he's getting himself DQ'd sure is sending a different kind of message.
No, it is for sure. I'm wondering if maybe he's got a plan of his own.
just think you fall down the rankings enough, and every 5 episodes, you put yourself in a position where you can answer Hermes' open challenge, assuming that he's able to walk out of tonight with the world title still around his waist, and then can survive Erren Payne at straightaway.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say, is he'd have to survive straightaway. But now that you mentioned that, if he survives Erren Payne at straightaway, his next defense will be only 2 weeks later.
Which I'm sure, if we're being honest, and I don't want to keep talking about other champions while our Emperor is in the ring, but that's probably very okay with Hermes, who feels like he's not had enough matches lately.
That's true. Hermes loves to defend too. He's a little more gung-ho about it than our current SOW National Heavyweight Champion, Kastor Liecten.
He's getting biceps. Oh, wait a minute. We've seen this before.
Yeah, we know what this is. And we know Kastor avoided as much as he could in the previous match, but now he doesn't have that super kick to give him that wherewithal. And a 2-point, he was almost out there. Double arm suplex.
And that looks like it's pissed Kastor off.
Yeah, no, he's not happy, but Mars with that power, tossing Kastor straight out of the ring. That's over 300 pounds. Just thrown out casually. Mars Namor, no stranger to strength. Ooh, but Kastor with the guillotine choke on the outside.
And you have to remember this. Kastor has not given up his champion's advantage. If he gets counted out, he still retains the title.
Yeah, but he's not going to take that loss.
Absolutely.
He'll take a count-out win if his opponent can't get back in the ring. In his mind, that's the same. But he's not going to take the loss. Even a draw to him would be an immediate rematch. Because he has to show that he is dominant.
A little stunned right now. Mars off the ropes. Wow. What a showing by Mars Namor. You said it earlier at the start of this match, but this is a superstar-making moment, a superstar-making performance by the former National Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, and I mean, he's showing why he won that title here. Even as Kastor fires back, Mars gets back up and fights back himself. I don't think Kastor has been able to keep Mars on the mat for more than a few moments. And as Mars unfortunately misses the direction, the distance there by a little bit, I think he tried to kick a little further than he was capable of. Maybe Kastor slowed down at the last second there. It was a little hard to tell from this angle.
Well, Mars to the top.
Elbow
oh my
to
God!
The small of the back. Ouch. Big men can't take too much damage like that. Guillotine choke locked in again. But Mars breaks out and he tries to aim for, elevated Boston Crab! Locked in!
And Mars having the power to get out of that. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few wrestlers tap to that elevated crab.
Oh my God, no way. Oh, Mars Namor, Celestina!
He is going all out tonight. This is everything he's got in his attempt to win back this title.
Yet so far, it doesn't seem like it's enough to properly slow down the Emperor, but maybe this will do it.
Yeah, we've
Mars
got another
Namor, he's looking to recapture his title.
Rocket Impact.
The cover, 1, 2,
oh, not even a 2.9.
James, show me a soda. The Emperor rises again.
Ooh, that massive standing choke, not choke, but bear hug, Jesus. Turn left me for a moment. Oh, but Mars is pumping up. And
you can
Kastor
say he
says
was
no.
Hulking up to get put into an arm-lock takeover submission hold here. That was, he tried it. You know, he tried it.
He tried to pump himself back up there, but it did not work out the way he was hoping. And this match, look at the punches to the side of the skull. Now these are going to get you counted. Because that
Maybe
cannot.
now Mars showing some frustration here. We saw it from Erren Payne earlier tonight.
Well, Mars is going to do everything he can to win back his belt. When you have that championship on the line, you want that win, no matter what. When you're not the champion, you want to get that pin or submission in the middle of the ring. When you are the champion, pin, submission, count out. I mean, even DQ. Oh my God!
Oh my God! What is this?
I've never seen this before.
Rope break ends that early.
Yeah, Kastor knew where he was in the ring. Patented ring awareness of the Emperor.
But the Emperor is kind of falling into his back foot here. I mean, Mars is taking complete control and then gets body slammed.
Yeah, now the Emperor with his own punches. Only doing a few, knowing that at a certain point, oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh, a Death Valley driver!
I cover! One! We give a new champ!
No!
Wow.
Still at the center of the ring. Kastor bringing it back there. I think he was going to go for the hydrangea, but he gets countered.
Oh, he's staggered. Namor again.
Another impact lariat, but he counters immediately. Back and forth here.
I think if nothing else, Mars Namor earned the respect of not only the Emperor, but everyone here at SOW and the faithful.
Oh, for sure. As he lays in these punches again, this time these aren't to the side of the head, so they can count for a submission. Oh, that was a hammering punch. Mars is trying to make Kastor tap. Justified, this is awesome chance here on SOW Ignition.
But now the Emperor so quick to put into the submission hold and try and regain control, but a rope break here ends that.
Yeah, he couldn't get Mars back to the center of the ring like he's been trying to there. Mars has been wise to it. Dodges that high kick again and answers with a massive slap. That's the second time that's happened. Mars has not win these strike exchange sequences, it seems. The Emperor tired again. Mars going back in. Body splash.
That picks up the Emperor.
Oh, the
this
dodge
in the right
of the
hand.
punch. I think he was looking to knock the Emperor clean out there.
Mars Namor looking pretty confident right now that he might be able to put the Emperor away and become a two-time champ and then takes a spike DDT.
Yeah, that would be
because I'm just thinking everything in this match right now.
Right? Oh, I don't even, that was like a suplex lift body slam almost. Oh, he went for a deadlift, but he couldn't. Kastor countered out and got his leg caught. Or caught Mars's leg, I should say. Boom! Out of the ring. Ouch.
And now the Emperor gets a moment to catch his breath, but only a moment. Mars Namor right back in the ring.
Yeah, he is not staying down. He is showing his
God.
ferocity here as he sets up for another Rocket Impact Lariat.
Will he land it?
Boom!
3 for 3! Two-time champ coming up, maybe! 2!
No! Oh, the elevated crab! And that's it!
He taps! Wow! Well, what a performance on Mars Namor, but all it took was one small opening for Kastor Liecten, and he retains and still your SOW National Heavyweight Champion. What a match.
Incredible match. One of the best matches that we've had on Ignition in general. I mean, it wasn't as long as some of our other Kastor amazing matches, but I feel like it might have been better than any of them.
For sure. And then up next, we are going back to the women's division, folks. And this is a match that has huge implications for the women's rankings as Daya Keaton, Queen Chaos, takes on the rising star, Nishi Kazumi.
And, I mean, like you said, this has huge implications. The winner of this match is effectively, as long as they don't take a huge number of losses after or on the lead up to straightaway. After straightaway, they're next up. So we're going to have to see how this goes. As here comes the Lady of Destruction, the nightmare of the women's division. This is Queen Chaos. Sporting her new look.
And she is the only undefeated member of the women's roster right now. And we saw what happened on the men's side of things. The last undefeated person standing is challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship at straightaway. And you know Daya Keaton, she came here for an opportunity to become world champion, though I also think she's here to inflict a lot of pain on people, a la Trent Taylor. This could be, and not to disrespect Maria Ramirez in any way, but this is a completely different kind of challenge for Nishi Kazumi. One that I'm very intrigued to see if she can step up. She beat Maria Ramirez, the best Japan has to offer. But Daya Keaton, the strategy you have to invoke and how you prep for this match. Can you even execute what you prepared for? She's so unpredictable in the ring. But Nishi Kazumi wants that world title championship match so bad. She spent the last month getting herself in this position. She's facing an undefeated competitor. She has a chance to blemish Daya Keaton's perfect record. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know if she can do it.
I know for sure. Can she? Absolutely. It's not about can. It's about will Daya allow it. Daya Keaton is a wrestler who will go to any lengths. I think if this match were to stay in the ring and stay fair, it's in Nishi Kazumi's hands.
And that's something that Nishi has to watch out for. If she gets thrown to the outside, her number one priority has to be getting back on her feet and going back in the ring.
Absolutely. Now we're getting a surprising, well, not necessarily surprising, but a not necessarily normal show of chain wrestling from Daya Keaton. She's done a bit of it before, but not to this degree.
It almost feels like she's just acknowledging, like, look, this is normal from where you come from over in Japan. I can do this too.
That's very fair. It's very possible too. And I will say, Daya's gonna have to watch out. Those knees from Nishi Kazumi do so much in every match she's in.
Ask Kimura Aiko how they feel.
Oh yeah, I mean, ask almost anyone on the women's roster. I think the only woman, in fact, I'm certain that the only woman to beat Nishi in a one-on-one match was Eve Moreau, who used her own knees to take Nishi down with that Kamigoe. So far, I mean, do you think Daya Keaton might take any hints from that herself?
It's very possible, but I mean, I think we just know, we're already kind of seeing it here. She's playing something diabolical. Oh no! To the outside!
And
immediate! Nishi's got to get back in the ring.
Whoa, wait, I think Nishi just threw her down on it.
I couldn't get a good look at it there, but this is not the time for a strike exchange if you're Nishi Kazumi.
But she wins it and kicks Daya back down on that claw that Daya pulled out from under the ring.
Well, of course, Queen Chaos can take her fair share of punishment, so I'm sure that did basically nothing to her.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, you saw it right there. She immediately, Nishi tried an Irish whip and got kneed in the gut and knocked back for it. Dragon screw. Monkey flip. I guess that's technically not a monkey flip, but it's similar enough.
More dragon screws here as Nishi Kazumi taking back control of this match here. A little test of strength, and she unsurprisingly loses it.
Well, I think, Daya just kicked her straight out. She didn't even bother going for the full test.
Although we've seen what happens in this corner. Nishi wise to get out of here.
Oh yeah, quick.
So far, her scouting of Daya Keaton clearly paying off here. The Daya looks completely unfazed, but like she expected this.
Yeah, no. I mean, Daya, I don't know if anything can phase her, to be honest. If somebody's stronger than she expected, I think that just excites her. Ooh, that big running knee in the corner straight to the jaw.
Not sure if that knee excites her. Oh my God, a standing moonsault, but a 1.
Yeah, no, kicked out so quick. Boom! Every time she stomps on an opponent like that. Oh no, we know what's happening here. There's the elbow into
Here
the
it
other
comes.
corner. And the cannonball!
And just like that, Daya Keaton concedes control of this match. Will she be able to?
Oh my God! What a lariat!
1, 2. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have been shocked if that knocked Kazumi out clean.
No, that was a vicious lariat. I think it's one of the first times we've seen Daya land that proper, and to land it this early in the match. Ooh, big knee to the gut from Nishi, though. Ooh, missed her.
She whiffs.
Yeah, I think she misjudged the distance.
But she doesn't do it here. Another knee to the corner. Now to the top rope.
Knee
And
from
there's
the top.
that knee from the top. Justified this as awesome chance at back-to-back matches.
Right? Oh, slamming the head. Whoa, what are we going for here? Meteora in the corner! Back up
Nishi
top.
Kazumi. Another
Knee.
double knee. Looking to beat and blemish the perfect record.
What a combination. But Daya. Oh my God, that's. Whoa! That is Nishi Kazumi's Stellar Polaris.
Unbelievable. Oh, but she counters the spinning lariat.
And responds with some knees and a big knee to the jaw. But it gets countered herself. Ooh!
Powerbomb attempt! Nishi Kazumi can win right here. She's got to take advantage.
I think she's about to. Polaris! Oh no, she can't get up for the pin.
No,
Daya's
Daya
up
Keaton up
first.
first. Devastating moment for Nishi Kazumi.
Stomping on the leg though, she's not deterred. Dragon screw. Oh, the lariat!
1, 2,
And that's
3.
it. Nishi's run ends with Queen Chaos. Oh
And
no,
Daya
oh
Keaton.
no, oh my God, oh, that is unnecessary.
Queen Chaos unleashed again.
I think we gotta say for sure, what happened there was Nishi failed to capitalize after hitting that Polaris.
Absolutely, and those lariats from Daya Keaton are no joke. And when she realized that Nishi failed to get that win, she pretty much knew the match was hers. And now Daya Keaton improves to a perfect 4-0 record. Bia Quinn, look out.
Yeah, I gotta say this is not looking good for Bia here. I mean, we've seen what Nishi could do, and to lose like that, not that that was a bad performance, but I think that might be Nishi's shortest match in SOW now.
Yeah, and that just shows you the dangers of Daya Keaton. But up next, I believe this is something that you've had circled on your notes here for a while. The SOW World Heavyweight Championship gets defended for the first time in what feels like forever, as Hermes Rhapsodies will host an open challenge. Our second title match of the evening is coming up next.
Yeah, and I think we're ready to start with that open challenge.
And you know, it's been a minute since we've seen Hermes defend this championship. Also, in general, it's been a minute since we've seen Hermes compete at all. And that's the whole point to frustration even of the champion.
But here he comes.
Here he comes. I wonder if he has any idea who's accepting this tonight. I mean, there's definitely some names on this list that make sense.
I think we all know who's probably coming out.
Yeah, it's very likely Marco Campione.
Yeah, no, I mean, he would definitely be eligible, I believe. But
he is eligible, yes.
I think whoever it is going to, yeah.
With a surprise of maybe 2 people in the whole arena, we are getting a huge rematch here. Clint Cassidy entering the open challenge for the SOW World Heavyweight Championship. The last time these two were in the ring together, Clint was injured and knocked out.
Yeah, he was, and it was a scary affair for a moment, but we managed to resolve things. Turned out he was okay. Just had a couple weeks off to rest. He's back now, and he's aiming to claim the title that he feels should always have been his. All right, we're getting started. World title on the line.
And Clint Cassidy has been out for revenge ever since that mentioned injury. Oh my God! He's dead! He's dead!
I don't know where he went to. He must have rolled under the ring for a moment or something. He disappeared.
Yeah, he rolled out of camera view for sure. But yeah, Clint Cassidy, I mean, has been routinely destroyed in the microphone by our defending champion here, who believes that Clint's become a bit of a whiner.
Yeah, I mean,
as of late.
I can't really blame him. Clint has been pretty whiny lately.
It is hard to argue against it. There has been accusations online that when the Heat faced off against Erren Payne recently, that Clint threw that match because he wanted this guaranteed title shot tonight and knew that a loss would put him almost exactly at the cutoff for being able to accept this open challenge, because Clint was interested in going up against Meiji Kaito for a potential shot at straightaway.
Yeah, but you also got to remember that these open challenges are 30 minutes. I mean, granted, Hermes does not generally have 30-minute matches, but if somehow Clint can't get the pin in 30 minutes, he's lost it. Like, you can't answer this open challenge again, and I mean, that's just another loss to put you down the rankings. I mean, in this case, a draw, so I guess you wouldn't really go down the rankings. But it doesn't help you in any real way.
Well, will he not get some kind of penalty for not... I mean, he didn't win either.
Yeah, he probably will take the rankings penalty too, you're right, for failing a title shot.
So really, this is kind of like an all-in kind of... Oh my goodness, what a count by Hermes.
Yeah.
So this is like Clint Cassidy going all or nothing here by accepting this. Putting one, assuming... I'm not saying that he did, because Erren Payne is still undefeated and he's beaten Meiji Kaito and plenty of big names. Was dominant looking earlier tonight.
Yeah.
But if he did throw that match against Erren Payne, I mean, he was setting himself up for this all or nothing moment.
Yeah, he was, and I mean, he's clearly giving it his all right now.
But of course, you could see Hermes' eyes roll when Clint's music hit. I'm sure you noticed that.
Oh yeah, he looked like, of course. I mean, I feel like for Hermes, this was supposed to be the whole intention of these open challenges was to face people he hasn't had the chance to fight yet. And while he wanted this rematch with Clint himself, I doubt he's all that excited at having one of his open challenges used up by Clint Cassidy. A guy he has faced many times at this point.
But also at the same time, a victory here by Hermes puts the Clint Cassidy stuff to bed.
For sure.
There's no more excuse making. There's no "you knocked me out." It's just, I beat you. You lost. It's over.
Yeah, I mean, even, God forbid, something does come up. At that point, you just have to assume that maybe Clint is the problem. I mean, Hermes hasn't ever injured anyone, really, in this company. So if there were two incidents that were scary, you would have to blame.
Huge dropkick from the second rope, and now Clint, he got up and saved himself more pain there.
Yeah, but Hermes scoring with these drop kicks and these, I mean, as always, Hermes' kicks are dangerous. They're deadly. He's got some of, despite his size, the strongest legs we've seen in the business. Oh, trick kick!
Clint's in trouble here, too.
2.9 already. I mean, that just shows how much damage these kicks have been doing. Hermes taking a moment while Clint's on the mat to breathe. Clearly, he's not, like we've said many times, he is not used to long matches. These are not good for him in general. That said, this match hasn't gone too long, so he's probably still doing well right now.
Yeah, also capitalizing on that missed big boot there from Clint Cassidy.
Absolutely. Clint setting up. We've seen him do this before.
Oh my God.
This is the
Hermes
bull
in the danger.
ride spine buster. And Clint drags him out of the corner. He's going to go for the pin here for sure.
Possible new champ, too.
No, Hermes kicks out. Owen,
the top.
boom, wings of Icarus.
But Cassidy is
Not, oh, he
not
survives the
finished.
first one.
He is not done yet.
But his
Both these
back,
guys.
do you see him grabbing his back?
Yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye on there.
Oh, he whips Hermes into the corner. Oh, the message!
On the injured back, Hermes could be looking to capitalize.
But I guess he decided that wasn't enough. It wasn't a full version. He didn't get Clint from the top ropes like he usually would. Boom! Big kick to the face.
And now the cover. 1, 2.
A kick out. Ooh, a little bit short distance there.
These guys are going 100 miles per hour, though. You can tell how badly both of these guys want this win. Again, we've said it before. Clint Cassidy thinks he deserves the title. Hermes wants to prove once and for all that he's better than Clint.
Letting Clint get up. Hurricane Rana from the top.
Pin.
Clint gets out.
And now Clint looking surprisingly cocky, like he expected that move.
Boom, leg sweep. But
Although
I
it's not
don't,
back again.
yeah, I don't know if I would have done that Russian leg sweep there. Right onto your injured back. Big kick to the back of the skull. But a headbutt in response, tossing Hermes to the ropes. Swing out neck breaker. Clint is breathing, taking his time, calculated. Ooh, atomic drop into a backdrop. But Hermes
gets up.
Yeah. I think it's pretty clear which of these two is more worn out. And Clint does not want to be in this corner. Molly kick!
Oh! To the outside! Clint Cassidy is down and Hermes is like, I'm ready to go for another 10 minutes, dude.
Taking a chance to breathe. Clint's back, still injured. He's still down.
I can already hear the excuses. The back injury.
God.
If Clint Cassidy fails to win the match, I mean, he's going to say, I wrestled with an injured back, but to that point, whose fault is that but your own?
Yeah,
not that he'll ever take that accountability.
No, I don't think he will. Big kick to the face. Legs, the dragon screw. That's a rare double. Yeah. Oh, figure four locked in.
Holy tap. He's crawling to the ropes.
He gets out.
He gets out.
Boot to the gut. Stops Hermes' kick and throws him to the side. Ooh.
Holy
don't know what he was
crossbody
there.
And gets kicked again. That's a couple big moves missed there by the challenger. I think Hermes is regretting not going for that pin earlier after the message.
No, I think he might be. But he's back up top. And it's the wings of Icarus!
They're retaining the title! 2!
And he does!
3! He does it! Once and for all! Hermes is done with Clint Cassidy, but now he is on the fast track to playing a death game at Straightaway.
Yes, he is. Well, after Hermes has finally solidified himself against the man who is his biggest detractor, we now have our next match coming up. This is a triple threat rankings match, kind of becoming a staple of SOW.
Yeah, I mean, 3 guys who are varying parts of their rankings here.
Well, we obviously know Meiji Kaito near the top, Suave somewhere in the middle, and then Elijah Lee, due to his being new, not very high in the rankings, but starting off his SOW career with a win.
Of course, Elijah Lee was that talent we saw in Perry Ellis' office a few weeks ago, made his debut on High Gear. Right now, Suave Jackson, who last time we saw him, he won via disqualification against Trent Taylor.
Yeah, and
I mean, a win is a win, and he's looking to stack a couple with this victory in tonight's triple threat match.
But he's going to have to do it against a few really harsh competitors. One of which is a man he knows pretty well at this point.
They were a short-lived tag team before falling to the then unnamed Blood Alliance, but yeah, these guys have actually stayed apart from each other a lot since that loss at Burnout.
Yeah, I believe that they were trying to follow the conditions given to them, but now they're in a match together, and for the first time here in SOW, and probably, I mean, honestly, the first time in general, Meiji Kaito, Suave Jackson sharing a ring as opponents.
Here comes the wild card in this scenario.
The man who earned his way into this match by beating JEPW's Damian Oxley on High Gear Episode 1. It's the Terminator, Elijah Lee.
And what a big moment for this guy. You know, not that High Gear is anything to laugh at, but you go from winning your debut match in High Gear and suddenly you're in, you know, a very high spot in the card on an Ignition Super card here at Ignition Downforce tonight. And a win here will definitely have a huge impact on his spot in the rankings.
Oh, for sure. We're going to have to see just how this match goes and how everyone performs. I have high hopes, though.
Unsurprisingly, no lockout from Suave and Meiji. Oh, that didn't last long.
Nope. I mean, they're opponents. They might have respect for each other, but they're going to wrestle.
But part of you wonders, I mean, the last time they were in the ring together, I mean, in Suave's eyes, you have to look at it as Meiji tapped out and cost you a potential shot at the tag titles.
Well, yeah, that is definitely true. But the question is, do you really worry too much about the tag titles right now? You're trying to build your career as a singles wrestler if you're Suave Jackson.
Well, of course, but at the time, we're talking, you know, over a month ago. I mean, you take what life gives you, and that opportunity, they had a chance to go for championship gold.
They did. They also would have had to stick in the tag division and wrestle as a tag team every week for 4 straight weeks if they wanted to actually make it to that shot. Which, as we saw, even the people that beat them there couldn't pull that off. And it's not like Blood Alliance was a bad team. They were, I mean, they still have been showing that they are a good, solid, strong tag team. Kick-Ass's performance last week was, I mean, it was insane. I've never seen him wrestle like that the entire time he's been here in SOW.
He's definitely trying to make a name for himself. Oh my God, what a driver!
Elijah Lee happy to
win. There.
Yeah,
he knows that's not going to be it. Oh, right into a submission, and Suave's like, wait a minute, I don't like that.
Whoa. Head bop.
Meiji Kaito kind of needs this win.
I mean,
I know it sounds crazy to say a 3-1 record, but I mean, a loss here would plunge him actually kind of down to the bottom half of the rankings right now.
Yeah, it would be pretty rough. I mean, unfortunately for him, he's been kind of, not really on the offset, but he's been kind of stuck doing a lot of side quests here in SOW. And his big chance to get a title shot was,
oh my God, Elijah Lee going crazy.
By Erren Payne, and I'm a little concerned about the count going on. I thought we had that resolved, but it seems the ref is still doing it. Not sure if that's because this match has a time limit, or if something else is going on. Maybe they're wanting to keep the action in the ring here. Last time we had a triple threat, it got a little crazy with the bleeding everywhere.
Oh, you could say that.
Yeah. Ooh, an attempt at a small package there, but Meiji gets out of it immediately.
Shades of be a Quinn there by the Terminator.
Right? He's just going to watch this.
I mean, he's a smart man. I mean, he tried to wait for an opportunity, but instead, Meiji was aware that he was watching and was ready to actually counter him. Oh my God.
Oh, deadlift, sit out, powerbomb, and yeah, he throws Suave right out of the ring. And honestly, I don't know, for Elijah Lee, what do What do you think of, oh my god, yeah, no, Suave had to put a stop to that. We know how quick Meiji can get people to tap. I mean, he's the only man to make Kastor Liecten tap out. An attempted team up from Suave and Meiji there.
Meiji, their tag team days for a moment.
I'm sure we would have just seen a good old SOW special.
But damn, don't we love us a good SOW special.
I want to see more of it.
But right now, I mean, Elijah Lee just got his cockiness about him.
Oh yeah, he does. He's confident for sure. Look
right now, but Suave's just like, okay, give me another.
Oh man, but Meiji taking that distraction as an opportunity. Ref's down!
Oh, the ref's down! That was inadvertent, but luckily not a disqualification.
Yeah. Boom! Stomp! Dragon
Meiji
screw!
waiting in the wings. If Meiji was smart, he would have went for Suave.
Yeah, I think so, but I feel he has too much respect for Suave to take advantage of a moment like that. And maybe too much respect for himself. He wants to be the one to get the final decisive maneuver against somebody, not... Oh, God! Not taking advantage of somebody else's maneuvers.
At the same time, these guys have to remember that in these rankings matches, the only thing that matters is getting a win.
Yeah, that's true. And they're down.
You've got to put your personal feelings and your code aside, unless you're blatantly cheating.
Oh my God. Elijah Lee getting the ref's attention on the by being on the outside, preventing counts from happening in the ring. This is what we saw Maria Ramirez doing.
And Suave shades of his mentor, Mars Namor there. So what happens if Elijah Lee gets counted out?
Well, he loses. And I don't know who wins. I imagine they just count it as an Elijah loss and a draw for the others in the match. Either that or they'll restart it, I guess. But Elijah came in at 8, so hopefully we won't have to worry about that.
Oh, Spinebuster!
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Choke slam!
Well, Meiji gets right up. Elijah also up. Not sure how you feel about that if you're Suave. Both two big moves there just kind of didn't amount to much.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you're up against 3 people or 2 other people. Once one of them distracts you long enough, the other can recover. Oh my God! The SOW special to Meiji Kaito! A spinebuster! And a leg drop to Meiji, but Meiji gets up.
Unfortunate.
Very. Oh, they went for it again. I think they both decided Meiji's the real threat when he's up. Rope break there. Unfortunate for Meiji. That could have been a position Suave was not quite back. Oh, no, not like this. What is this team up happening?
I think we see where Suave's feelings are becoming.
Bow spear into the T800.
But Meiji gets right up.
Yeah,
what is happening here?
He was fine.
He ate both those moves.
Yeah, he did. Whoa, pile driver. Stomp to the chest. Oh, wait. T800. But Meiji's up again. Shining Star! Pin!
Just took long enough.
But Elijah kicks out. If
Suave was standing right there.
Yeah, I think Suave saw. He knows Meiji. He knows Meiji, and he could see that Suave wasn't quite done yet either. Or sorry, I said Suave, Elijah Lee. Woo, my mind's getting all over the place in this match. He knows how much damage that Shining Star can do, but he can tell when his Meiji's opponents are out. Oh! Oh! Taking advantage of a situation. Elijah's distracted, but Suave kicks out. That was the perfect opportunity. Meiji saw it and he seized it. Stomp.
Another stomp.
Oh, here we go with the T800.
But Suave is up.
Wait, it's a...
Oh my God.
Jumping power, sit out power bomb. But immediately Suave takes Meiji, or God damn, Elijah takes Suave out of the pin on Meiji. Wait, we know what this is. It's a Thunderball.
Oh, but Elijah Lee stands up, neck breaker. All 3 men are down.
Meiji's up first.
SOW.
This could be a rare 3-way draw.
None of these men are wanting to stay down.
Not long at all. All of them want this match. Whoa! Whoa! Genesis driver! What? Oh my God!
Suave is injured.
Holy shit! The Genesis driver took him out.
Medical is immediately making their way in. The ref has called the match off due to injury. We will have to get updates on Suave Jackson in the as soon as we can. But Elijah Lee picks up the victory.
Yeah, that was I mean that is a devastating finisher, but Jesus. Well, I think it's about time.
I think it's time for our Ignition Downforce main event.
Yep, it's going to be one hell of a battle tonight. As Sin Dudarlo gets what might be their last chance at the tag titles, as long as the Dark Crusade holds them.
Which, as much as I understand where the Dark Crusade is coming from, if this is the end of this rivalry, I will be sad. Yeah,
I gotta agree. I mean,
and of course, for a real quick aside, for those wondering, I will do my best to get an update on Suave Jackson by the time 5-count releases for next week. But we are unsure of the nature of his injury at this time. He was able to walk under his own power, so it doesn't seem anything career-threatening. But yeah, we'll have more updates on that next week.
Yeah, and as we hopefully, it's nothing crazy. But here we go with the tag champions getting ready to come out. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of them lately, which is nice, because we were missing them before pit stop. We had only gotten to see one match since Burnout, which they specifically had issued an open challenge on. And now we're getting, for the second time on Ignition, a title defense from them. Their first ever title defense was the first episode of Ignition, and it was the main event then too.
And they are ready to leave Sin Dudarlo behind them and move on to the future. They will have put away, at this point, we haven't seen Moment for Life since the Dark Crusade beat them. And now a victory here tonight would also keep Sin Dudarlo away from them. The Dark Crusade has a chance to dominate this division almost in a Be a Quinn style.
Yeah, they do. And the tag belts on the line.
And of course, we want to thank you all for watching this Supercard of Ignition Downforce. And as a reminder, go ahead and put it on your calendars for October 19th. SOW presents Straight Away live on Twitch. You do not want to miss that. Main evented. Erren Payne versus Hermes Rhapsodies for the SOW World Heavyweight Championship.
I believe actually the main event is the Battle Royal, isn't it?
You may be right.
Don't worry.
I'm so used to the world title main eventing shows.
Yeah, I think they specifically wanted to put the world title before the Battle Royal, because the Battle Royal winner will then know who they'll be facing at Victory Lane, most likely at least. I mean, you can't guarantee. It is a decent amount of time between. But it will be decided if it'll be Hermes or Erren who goes out of straightaway with the title by that time.
Of course, we did recently see the singles debut of Atomico picking up a big win last week.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it was almost devastating loss for Chikara. A man who has held singles gold in the past. I mean, Atomico never has. Chikara has quite a few times. And to lose that match in such fashion, it really hurt his pride, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, of course, coming up, speaking of Chikara, coming up on High Gear, I believe this Saturday, they will be in action.
They will. Yeah, they will be. The live stream will be facing off the second team to face the Outbacks, if I remember correctly. Who are, I mean, returning to High Gear from JEPW once again. After their debut match, they said that they want to do more. They don't care if it's High Gear or Ignition. They want to face SOW's teams.
If they start racking up victory after victory, just like how we saw Damien Oxley and Elijah Lee tonight, it's only a matter of time before the Outbacks are here on Ignition.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they're in Damien Oxley. Though he answered an open challenge, they are in his stable. So if there's ever a tag open challenge again, you know?
You never know.
Yeah, exactly.
You really never know. So, Sin Dudarlo, of course, Atomico's aggressiveness streak. We've talked about this a lot, but let's just remind people. We have seen ever since the first pay-per-view loss to the Dark Crusade, Atomico has unlocked like a new, no pun intended, a new gear. I mean, he wrestles at a level of aggressiveness that you see from super heavyweights like Suave Jackson, Kastor Liecten, Mars Namor. Those are the kind of impact and damage this luchador is doing to his opponents. And so far, it's done.
Double half Nelson!
And so far, it's done everything for Sin Dudarlo except for win the tag titles.
Ooh,
that was close. They did not miss the cut play.
Yeah, I think actually Byron blocked the attempt to break up the pin, but Atomico managed to kick out. So maybe Tony got a little worried. Go ahead.
Correct me if I'm wrong. There's only 2 cut plays per fall, correct?
Yeah, so that's 1 out of 2 for both teams.
That's a strategy that both teams have to be aware of. I'm sure the champs are aware of it, but they have to make sure that they don't get caught in the heat of the moment and make a mistake.
Yeah, they do, for sure. Because if you are left with 1 cut play while your opponent has none, you're at a huge advantage. And if the tag champs make that mistake and give that advantage to their opponents, I mean, that could be a devastating moment where one of them just has to watch as the other one gets pinned for a fall.
I believe that cut play should have been charged to Sin Dudarlo, correct?
It is per team. So they both stepped in, they both lost 1.
Okay, so yeah, this should be 1 each left then. That's this early in the match, you gotta wonder, but it was almost a 3 count, so you also can't blame them.
No, I mean, that was 2.9. It was so close. I think, realistically, Tony Lee may have tensed up seeing that kick come in. He didn't notice Byron was there to block it, and he lost hold of his pin. That could have been the end of the first fall there.
Back-to-back tag team moves countered and just able to walk out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, Byron thought he had that ready to go, and Monstruo just moved. Very Samoa Joe of him.
Very. Actually, I was just thinking Shades of Joe. Now, this is not where you want to be if you're facing Atomico. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, no, not just in the corner, but in the opponent's corner. And Byron smartly moving away. Gets the tag.
I think they learned their lesson from the Wild Monsters match and the last Sin Dudarlo match where they were isolated in their enemy's corner for a majority of the action.
Yeah, they were. And Byron Always quick to get on the offensive when he needs to, but knows when he's taken too much and it's time to tag out. Roll up.
Oh, what a pin! There's the cut play's gone for this
the
fall.
Dragon Sleeper, the Devil's Clutch locked in. He's not. Whoa, wait. He was calling for a tap out. Byron's not the legal man.
Now both teams have used their.
Oh, that's a long distance, and he misses. That was a poor decision as we get the figure 8. Whoa, Byron got an additional cut play. Atomico makes it to the ropes, but now he has both tag champs to contend with. Okay, Byron is out. Big frog splash. 1, 2. No. And he's
It'll be hard to beat Atomico with a frog splash.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, so again, that fighting spirit third cut play.
Oh my God! If Atomico hadn't tagged out, that'd be the end of the match.
For sure. But now you have to think they wasted that extra cut play they got.
Yeah, I don't know if Byron was thinking that they would have more opportunity or that he could help when he came in. And he did manage to do a little damage, but I think his attempt originally got countered as he tags back out to Tony Lee. Monstro standing, waiting for the challenge. Oh, I don't know if that worked out for him, because this isn't going to get broken up. He's not the legal man. So he's just going to do this until he gets kicked out of the ring. And now he's smartly tagging out after that offense. Big chop to the back of the head.
Oh, goodness. And will Atomico be smelling blood in the water?
He's got to be. Big super kick!
Oh, my God!
It might be one of the biggest we've ever seen. Deep cover. 1, 2.
2.
No!
Still unable to capture that first fall.
Yeah, 2.9 from Atomico. And remember, these falls only have a 30-minute time limit. Or 20 minutes, sorry. Time limit per fall.
And remember, whenever you're the challengers, a draw is the same as a loss.
Oh yeah, so even if they draw here at 20 minutes, that means they have to win both the upcoming falls. They can't lose a fall, or at that point, the match might as well be over.
Oh my God, Atomico, huge spinning DDT from the top! And he's got the deep cover, Sin Dudarlo!
No!
Oh, they still can't do it. They cannot put the Dark Crusade away.
Jawbreaker stomping on the head, torture half crab, deep locked in. Oh, but he pulls a little too far there at the end. He was trying to win with those kicks. Well, it looks like he's going to go for an enziguri, but Byron comes back with a high kick.
Both these guys need to tag out. Or,
oh my God. Yeah, I thought he was going for the Devil's Clutch as well.
Yeah.
These punches are not legal though. Oh, there it is!
Oh, he is!
And that gets the first fall!
Sin Dudarlo are one fall away from seeing their tag title dreams evaporating.
What a massive, brutal beatdown as we prepare for the next fall. I mean, slamming his fist into the side of Atomico's head over and over just to set up for the Devil's Clutch.
And that, folks, to give you guys an idea, that almost went to time.
Yeah, it did. It was close.
But it looks like, I think at this point, if you're the rest of the tag division, I think the Dark Crusade have exposed Sin Dudarlo's weakness. Atomico is weak to submissions.
Yeah, I mean, every match ends with a tap out. We've got the second round ready to go. This time, the Sin Dudarlo is incredibly far behind. They need to get a pinfall or submission here.
And it needs to be fast. You can't go to almost time again.
No, I mean, 18 minutes for the first fall. You're hurting. It's been a long time. If they get a draw, if Dark Crusade gets a draw here, they win the match. Yeah, I mean, effectively.
I mean, because mathematically speaking, you can't get a majority winner, and Dark Crusade now have a victory.
Yeah.
So the result goes to them.
Yep.
You would hate to see this journey end for Sin Dudarlo, but I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, like, if I'm the Dark Crusade, I'm like, how fast can we get the Devil's Clutch back in on Atomico?
I mean, yeah, or the bridging figure 8. That does. Both of these members have top submission finishers that they have won the match with before. The Dark Crusade has always had a bit of a vicious style. It's been kind of surprising how the fans have taken to them despite that. Usually fans are a little more skeptical when you see the brutal tactics leading into submission like the Dark Crusade tend to employ, but I guess Tony Lee's charisma has been getting them afloat. The fans seem to react favorably every week. Every time they see the Dark Crusade, they're cheering.
Atomico, I think, so if you're Sin Dudarlo now, you're in desperation mode. You've got to force this third fall. You've got to rely on Monstro setting up Atomico's aggressive offense.
Yeah, you need those multiple top rope dives. You need, and I'm going to be honest, I always try to bat for him because I know that it's a negative viewpoint, but it's undeniable that Tony Lee is usually the one taking the pin when the Dark Crusade loses. And it's not a matter of, oh, he's worse than Byron. It's just a matter of he does not take as much punishment as Byron does. And part of that, a big part of that, is their weight difference. Byron's about 250, Tony Lee's about 205. You hit somebody Byron's size, he might be able to absorb a couple more.
For sure.
So that's what they need. They need to try to keep Tony Lee in their side, in their corner and in the ring as much as they can. Oh, smart! Ooh. They wasted a cut play there. Tony Lee made a misstep.
Sin Dudarlo must take advantage of this.
Yeah, they now have one more cut play than the Dark Crusade, provided the Dark Crusade isn't granted any additionals.
Now that time, learning from his mistake and not going in and wasting the last cut play.
Absolutely, yeah. No, you don't want to see that happen.
I think even if in a victory, there'd be some discussion backstage about tactics. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Atomico. You know he's feeling a hold up here.
Oh!
He takes it down.
Drop kick. Going back up top. Whoa. I don't think we've ever seen anything. What's he? Oh, my God. A crossbody. And he breaks it up in time. But, wow. I don't think we've ever seen that from Atomico.
That's definitely a new move in his arsenal. And now, as well, it cannot be understated. The tag champs are out of cut play.
Yes, they are. At least they should be. Provided they're not granting any additional.
It's right. There's no fighting spirit cut play awarded to them by the referee. Right now, Sin Dudarlo in a great position to capture the second fall, but Monstro misses the elbow drop. Devastating.
Oh, and he misses the spear. Tony dodges it perfectly. But he doesn't miss that lariat. And he looks frustrated. Missing two moves that land you on your face or back like that. Not good. Ooh. Oh. Byron taking the opportunity to come in with the opponent in the corner with that drop, coast-to-coast drop kick.
How did he get in and do it? There was no tag.
I think oh, they have another cut play now.
They got a third.
Yeah, I think when you're in the corner, you're allowed to try to come in to do a combination offense with your partner. Oh, taking out Tony Lee for Grand Monstruo there. And Monstruo locking in that face lock on Tony Lee. Will Tony tap? No.
Well, also now Sin Dudarlo also out of cut play. There should be no cut play left in this match. Again, now Sin Dudarlo could get their third awarded to them the way the Dark Crusade has. The ref being a little lenient at giving out those third cut plays, mind you, but that is his decision. It is that pure referee's discretion.
Yeah, it's something I just noticed that I feel I should probably point out, otherwise the fans might yell at me later. It looks like Tony Lee may have had a costume change in between rounds. Quite interesting. Not quite sure why he brought 2 sets of gear tonight, but
from what I saw in the first match, one of his a part of his trunks were damaged, so he had to change them. I saw the ringside tech bring it out.
Okay, that explains it. I was confused because I didn't notice it at first, and then I saw it just now, and I was like, didn't he have his other gear on earlier? That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, sometimes what happens in the ring, it's always going to have that second set of gear in the back.
Absolutely, you don't want any mishaps on TV. Very glad he was quick to resolve that issue. As both Monstro punching the pole, not quite sure what he's trying to show off there. But both Monstro and Atomico went to Tony Lee on the outside there. And I mean,
was that the 15-minute call by the announcer just now?
I believe we were hearing the count, but it could have also been the 15-minute call at some point. I'm not sure.
I'm just worried for Sin Dudarlo. You'd hate for it to end that way, but for the Dark Crusade, it is a completely valid strategy. You no longer have to win. You just have to survive.
Well, speaking of winning, oh, never mind. I was going to say, they've got a pin in, and that was after a strong combination from Monstro, doing a lot of damage. I mean, the unfortunate thing here, though, is, like you were just saying, the Dark Crusade has every... Oh, my God!
God!
Jesus Christ! And
he kind of did that with almost no momentum.
Yeah, he just halfway through the ring ran in and smashed that boot straight into Monstro's face.
Oh, look at this.
Boom! The assisted leg drop from the top.
Moonsault. 1, 2.
No!
We're still not going to a third fall. It really just feels like this is not the night for Sin Dudarlo.
Wait, oh, that was a corner attempt. And now Dark Crusade has dragged Atomico over to their corner, utilizing that same strategy, but Atomico, with his aggressiveness, able to kick Byron out of the ring. He's got to get him back in, though. He's got to win this. What? You can't.
No, you can't pin out there.
It's not false count anywhere.
This ain't luchador rules here.
We're up to 4 on the count.
I just feel time slipping away from Sin Dudarlo.
Yeah,
They're the main event of the Niche and Downforce.
They've got this. Has to be the win here.
You've got to go for the cover. He
does.
The deep pin. 1, 2.
No! Byron kicks out again, and now he tags out. Atomico is floored. He doesn't know what to do. Oh, we've seen this happen before. The double half Nelson, but Atomico's tagged out. Tony Lee damaging the knee. Is he thinking of going to the figure 4? No, Monstro gets up. Tosses Tony Lee into the corner. Can he get this off? No, Tony counters.
Countered. Oh, my goodness.
That hook kick
to the head.
Yeah, right to the face. Oh, Monstro mistimes that boot. Tony Lee ends up ramming face first into him. Chop on the ground.
Time is such a factor here.
Yes, it is. We've got to be running real low at this point. They need this victory now. But Tony Lee quick to move away and tag out. That's another opportunity wasted. They don't have time to be in this. I think 1 minute call. The 1 minute call. And Byron's still winning out on the strike exchange.
Sin Dudarlo, they're going to be banned from challenging the Dark Crusade again.
Yep, 30
they're going to run out of time.
I think they're
the Dark Crusade's going to pull this off to a time limit draw, winning the second round.
Yep. And he's wrenching so hard. He's trying to make him tap, but it's not enough.
Wow, heartbreaking for Sin Dudarlo, but the Dark Crusade retain the World Tag Titles in 2 falls straight.
I don't know if that's exactly the finish that the Dark Crusade was looking for, but it is still a definitive win. They have managed to retain their titles with a win and a draw. preventing any kind of victory for Sin Dudarlo.
Yeah, Sin Dudarlo now unable to challenge for the World Tag Team titles as long as the Dark Crusade are champions. And I'm not going to lie to you, with the way they've looked these last few matches, I just don't see a team right now in SOW. If the Sin Dudarlo couldn't do it on 3 occasions, I don't see anyone else who's at that level right now. Right now, this division belongs to the Dark Crusade.
Yeah, I mean, right now, as long as we don't have Moment for Life back, and the Dark Crusade has managed to overcome them, but we know that currently in SOW, that's the only team to get a victory over the Dark Crusade at all. And then we are watching some teams on the uprise, but like you said, I don't think the Blood Alliance is quite at Sin Dudarlo's level yet. I don't think that the Wild Monsters are ready to even really be in contention yet. Even though they get better every time they show up, they still haven't managed a victory. And that might change soon. We'll have to see. But the other teams remaining, there's the Slipstream, who we know are nowhere near the top of this division. And, I mean, they've been proven to be near the bottom due to every single major loss that they've had. Essentially, every title match they've had has been a major loss.
Yeah, so the future of the tag division in terms of...
Go on.
Yeah, no, in terms of the future of the tag team division, there's a lot of unknowns for who the next real challenger is going to be, but the Dark Crusade walking out here with the win, and every champion successfully retains here on this special edition of Ignition Downforce. Now that is in the books, and what a night this was, folks. Every single match is worth your time. The women's division has been shaken up. Hermes finally solidifying himself as better than Clint Cassidy. And again, still waiting for an update on the injury on Suave Jackson that we saw take place earlier this evening. But do you have anything we need to announce for some upcoming episodes? I mean, High Gear is coming up on Saturday. Do we have any idea what's happening there?
Well, we do have a few things that I know for sure. The first and foremost, we have a match between El Rey de Guerra, and it was supposed to be between the loser of the Downforce Triple Threat, which would have been Suave Jackson. But unfortunately, since he's out, it's instead going to be El Rey de Guerra versus a mystery opponent. So we'll have to see exactly who that is on High Gear. Be sure to check it out. In addition, obviously, I believe it was stated before, but the Outbacks will be facing the Slipstream. And the opening match of High Gear is something that we're going to have to get a little concerned about, because we have another woman coming from the same company that brought us Daya Keaton.
Oh, God.
It's the demoness Lilith arriving and taking on Aaliyah Pope in her debut match on High Gear.
Okay, and then I believe the only thing that I have heard for next week's Ignition is that we will hear from the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Erren Payne will be talking about something, probably, I imagine, that upcoming big pay-per-view title match. But for the most part, I think, is there any other announcements to make, or are we about ready to wrap up from tonight?
I can say right now we actually have a good bit of straightaway solidified. I have been told the opening match of straightaway to begin our show is going to be La Sombra Altisima versus Quinn for the SOW Women's World Championship.
And I am very surprised that that match is happening at straightaway. We thought there was, a lot of discussion about it, but then I thought that they'd use that victory in the tag to say, oh, actually Altisima's not there yet. But you have to remember, the winner of this match is going to be hunted by Daya Keaton. So so straightaway is important for Quinn, because she's got to pick up this victory, get Altisima out of her hair, and then be prepared to focus for one of the biggest challengers rising through the women's division.
And then from there, we have a Another match obviously confirmed as to occur, I believe we discussed this earlier in the night, right before the main event. So you could almost call it the first of two main events, almost a co-main event, with the SOW World Heavyweight Championship, Erren Payne versus Hermes Rhapsodies.
And that's a huge match. Erren Payne going into straightaway undefeated. No one has pinned Erren Payne here in SOW, but Hermes, now coming off a huge style defense tonight, has looked almost unstoppable since capturing that world title.
Yes,
something's got to give at straightaway.
Oh yeah, either Erren Payne's going to walk out with his first loss, or he's going to walk out with the SOW World Heavyweight Championship. Next up, the last announcement we have before we sign off. As said before, there will be a final 20 circuit battle royal. It'll be a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal, timed entry. And I have been told that we can expect a very special debut. JEPW will be sending us to compete in that match their world champion, the WWSL World Heavyweight Champion, the Red Dragon, Nagadomi Ali.
And keep in mind, if he wins that,
he gets to challenge.
We're looking at a potential champion versus champion match at Victory Lane.
We are. If he manages to get his way through that match and throw everyone else over the top rope, we don't know what number he'll enter at. That will be decided by random lottery. But if he manages to get through and win that match, it will be at Victory Lane, the WWSL World Heavyweight Champion versus the SOW World Heavyweight Champion, whoever that may be at the time. So get excited for that. My name is Devil D.
And I am MD Punk.
And we are signing off.